Hello students, welcome once again to my channel. Now in this session we have an exponential equation over here. Now we have to find what x is, right? So let's quickly do that. Now we have x to the power s to the power 7 equal to 7. So we have to find the value of x. Now before we do something of this sort, we let a variable, let's say y, be equal to the exponent over here. So we have s to the power 7, right? So if y equal to s to the power 7, then which means that x here will basically be equal to y to the power 1 over 7, which is just the 7th root, right? The 7th root of y, right? So let's substitute these two into it. So we have x here is just y to the power 7. So we have y to the power 1 over 7, and then x to the power 7 is just y, right, being equal to 7 in this case, right? So we'll simplify that. We just have y divided by 7 being equal to 7. Now in this case, what we'll do is that multiplied both of the exponents by 7 in this case, right? So multiplying both exponents by 7, then we are just going to get y to the power that multiplied by 7, and then 7 to the power just 7, right? This will get rid of that, and therefore we have y to the power y being equal to 7 to the power 7 in this case, right? So as you can see from here, basically y here is just equal to 7, right? So if y equals to 7, remember we are looking for x, right, in this case. So which means that x here, remember x here is equal to the 7th root of y. So which means that we have s here being equal to 7, the 7th root of what? 7 as the value of what? X, right? Now we'll use another a second method to just do it again. Now, but the question is, apart from this, s being equal to 7 with 7, does s has any other values, right? Now let's do a few sketch over here. Now if you have f of s being equal to s to the power x, right, let's take this thing for instance. Now realize that when we do a sketch over here, right, if the graph is just going to look like from here, then it increases again, right? That's what the graph. So we have negative 1, right? And then they are meeting at 1 and then 1. If s, because if x equal to 0 in this case, if s equal to 0, then which means that if s equal to 0, then f of s will just be 1, and then if s equal to 1, f of s will also be equal to 1. So we have them over here in this case, right? But then what if s, right, what if is equal to 7 to the power 7, since that is what we are looking for in this case? So for 7 to the power 7, it's just going to have only one value, so which means that this actually proves that we have only one value of x in this case. So it's going to be somewhere around 7 root 7 in this case, right? All right, so that is it. And then we can use a second formula just to determine that, right? So let's use a second formula, right? Now we have x to the power s7 here being equal to 7 in this case, right? Now remember that we said x to the power x to the 7 is equal to 7, right? So which means that when I increase it again, so let's increase it again. When I increase it again, right, this will still be equal to 7. Why? Because the whole of this here, we said that is equal to 7. So this represents 7, and we are just back to that, right? When I increase it again, s to the power x, and then another x, right, we are just still going to get being equal to 7, right? So when we increase it again, let's say we have, let's say to the nth power, we are just going to get equal to 7. So which means that the whole of this here is just representing 7, as you can see, which means that as we continue increasing, the whole of this is just 7, right? If that is the case, then which means that the x here is to the power 7 being equal to 7. And remember, we are looking for the value of x, so x here is just basically going to be 7, so the 7th root, right? And that will be the value of x, as in the first one that we used a different method. So we can either use this method or that method, right? So thank you very much for joining me in this section. I hope this session was helpful. If you are new here, please like, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to be notified anytime we post a new video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in another section.